Hey guys, Hope Enough here. Gonna be doing a reaction to Black Panther versus Batman. Death Battle. This is brand new, so I'm obviously new to this episode. And you know what, let's just get to it because I never have anything to say, so 3, 2, 1. Oh, they did a better job with their intros.
Predators. These fearsome beasts strike fear into the hearts of many.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Ew, it's got spit all over it.
Well, sometimes they strike in awe, but yeah, mostly fear.
And these two superheroes embody the fear of specific predators to an extreme.
Batman, the genius crime fighter from DC Comics.
And Black Panther.
I'm sorry, can we call it that?
Marvel's royal warrior scientist.
He's wears an eye boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I call Batman because he has a lot more toys.
Before he was the Black Panther, before he was a king, T'Challa was born the Prince of Wakanda.
Okay.
Where now?
Wakanda is an isolated fictional nation hidden somewhere in Africa. But while Wakanda itself is shrouded in secrecy, T'Challa was anything but isolated.
He's been pretty much everywhere, but
I remember
especially anywhere with a good university.
After earning numerous degrees
Winter
from
Soldier, I
Harvard,
think.
Oxford, Berkeley, and MIT, T'Challa came home. His father,
Avengers.
Wakanda's king and then current Black Panther, had been assassinated, and a new ruler needed to be named.
But to claim the throne, he'd have to claw his way through the rite of passage.
This would be a test of fortitude, designed to stress T'Challa's bravery, fearlessness,
Never
and
seen
combat
that.
prowess.
Also known as beating the crap out of 6 super deadly fighters. But hey, T'Challa wasn't just a nerdy brainiac, he could fight too, and he
Cool.
passed with flying colors.
Earning the throne and the blessings of Wakanda's guardian deity, Bast, the Panther God.
But he had to nab some superpowers first, so he went through the ritual of the heart-shaped herb.
This herb connected
looks
T'Challa
familiar. I
to the
don't remember
Panther
what his
God,
name
and
is.
that link bestowed him numerous superhuman abilities.
Who knew getting high could turn you into a superhero?
Oh man,
What?
I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
T'Challa's new powers included superhuman speed, strength,
Not as
healing,
glamorous
and
as you
agility.
think.
His senses also dramatically increased in activity.
helps me with my
Not only can he
anxiety
see in the
and
dark, but
depression.
his superior vision can even make out infrared and ultraviolet light.
I'm illegally
So
allowed
like
to.
the powers of a cat?
Yes and no. While cats do have exceptional eyesight, they cannot see infrared or UV light, though it is a common misconception that they can.
Well, just like a cat,
Well, at
he
least
can
they were
always
good at
land
seeing
on
in
his
the
feet
dark,
thanks to
I
his
think.
other super senses,
Specifically, his vastly improved kinesthetic sense.
which is, definitely a sense for something.
Kinesthetic senses make up a person's awareness of their own movement, like muscle memory. but
That's
in a
something I
broader
don't
scope.
have.
Oh, like how we
Every
can
time
walk
I
up
do a
steps
flip, I
without
just
looking
curl
at
up in the
them.
ball.
Yes.
Or when I shoot my shotgun with my eyes closed.
No.
Sorry, I thought you were a deer.
So Black Panther's super sense lets him move and act without having to think about it too much. He
Or
can
just
jump
fall on my
across
back.
tree branches and ledges without even looking. Hey Wiz, how do I become king of Wakanda? Those powers sound cool as hell.
I don't know, Boomstick. Everyone knows you're terrible at keeping secrets, and Wakanda houses
Right.
one of the biggest secrets in comic book history.
You talking about how Black Panther married Storm from the X-Men?
I'm talking about Wakanda's
Didn't know that.
enormous reserves of vibranium.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff Captain America's indestructible shield is made of.
That's right. 10,000 years ago, a large meteorite of vibranium crashed in Wakanda.
And they hoarded it all to themselves. And I don't blame them.
Vibranium is an extremely durable metal which can absorb audio and kinetic energy. A single gram sells for 10,000 US dollars.
Damn.
And Wakanda's vibranium mound is estimated to be 10,000 tons. That's over $9 billion.
They're rich, super rich. With all that wealth, Wakanda became a techno marvel decades ahead of the rest of the world. They were exploring outer space years before the US and Russia even tried.
So why is this important? Well, as King of Wakanda, T'Challa has unlimited access to all of his country's resources.
That suit of his doesn't just
my
look
eye.
cool, it's made of vibranium.
The Panther habit
And it's
is
a morning
coated in
flight.
a vibranium microwave mesh. This doesn't just block incoming attacks, it can literally rob them of their momentum. For example, bullets don't bounce off, they stop dead and fall straight down.
This is
Their
really
kinetic
tough.
energy absorbed into the suit.
Even the shells from a helicopter-mounted minigun can't even phase him.
Oh, come on!
He carries energy daggers, a shield of hardened light, a teleportation device, and claws.
Which are made of a special Antarctic version of vibranium called antimetal. Guess why it's called that? Because it can melt other metals. What can't this suit do?
Well, the vibranium weave does have a limit to how much energy it can absorb all at once. If it takes in too much, it could wind up expelling said energy in a, well, destructive fashion.
Oh, God! But don't worry, he's fine, somehow.
Under T'Challa's leadership, Wakanda has warded off many would-be invaders. Even with Dr. Doom, Namor, and Ulysses Claw charging in,
haven't
Wakanda
seen
was
Dr.
never
Doom in a
truly
while.
conquered.
They even stopped an alien invasion, and hey, nobody's ever ready for one of those.
In addition,
Okay.
T'Challa has studied every major martial art, of which there are about 160. He's considered one of the finest hand-to-hand fighters in the world.
He's
I
beat
might
the
have put
shit
my
out of
bit on
Captain
him, but I need
America,
to. I mean, I
Iron
know
Man, and
almost
Daredevil.
everything there is to know
Hell, he
about
once knocked out
Batman,
Karnak,
so.
who's also
Yeah, he
one
has
of the
the
world's
gadgets,
finest
but-
martial artists, with just one hit.
He is incredibly strong and can jump well over 30 feet.
He can even throw spears
Batman's
through
the
stone
clever
walls.
one.
Typically for construction like this, a substantially hard stone would be used, such as granite. With this in mind, T'Challa must have thrown the spear hard enough to hit the wall with a force of over 20,000 pounds per square inch.
Damn.
Yeah, and the guy is literally strong enough to punch your jaw off.
He can outrun traffic and is said to be faster than a Panther, which can run around 50 miles per hour.
Oh,
He's
wow.
quick enough
Whoa.
to pull a fast one on Wolverine.
Whoa, hold on. Did he just take out 5 X-Men by throwing another X-Man at him?
Yes, he did. However, under that amazing suit, he is still human. Even with the Panther God's power, he's still prone to failure. This has even caused him to relinquish those powers in the past. And like with kinetic energy, the suit can only take so many intensely focused sound blasts before overloading.
Still, the Black Panther is badass. He's got
think
the
I
tech,
saw
the
my bits
skills,
on
and
Batman.
the country to prove it.
Claw, do you have any children?
No.
Good, because I would have to kill them too.
Wow, dick.
Throughout the underworld of Gotham
Even-
City, one name strikes fear into the hearts of even the most hardened of criminals.
It's coming right for us!
The
Who
goddamn
hasn't seen Batman?
You
The
know
American
who he is,
Ninja.
the billionaire Bruce Wayne, and it ain't his first battle to the death.
Pretty much, though don't mistake his intentions. Vengeance may sound dramatic and all, but in truth, Batman fights crime in an attempt to save others from suffering the same kind of tragedy he experienced
Yep,
as a
they
child.
did.
How noble. And ironic, considering he was taught to be a badass by a group called the League of Assassins.
Well, he dresses like a bat, sleeps with a cat burglar, and constantly brings children into battle. So he's clearly got a
No
few
one's
complicated
seen him.
issues.
But let's see
Well,
what he
okay,
can
at the
really
very
do.
last
Bats
Batman
is
movie,
really,
you did
really
see him,
smart
kinda.
and considered one of the best tacticians
What's
on
his
Earth.
name,
No
uh,
wonder he's always welcome at the
Boy
Justice League, even though he doesn't have any
Robin.
superpowers at all.
Wait, you're not just some guy in a bat costume, are you?
Kinda.
Sure, he's intelligent, but he's also incredibly deadly.
He was trained to be a ninja who's a master of infiltration and silent takedown, so sounds about right.
Bruce has studied every martial art known to man. After perfecting full body control at the age of 18, he was able to quickly learn and master at least
That looks painful.
127 of them, including Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Judo, and boxing.
It's not every day you can find someone who can literally take you down in 127 different ways.
He's also touted as the world's greatest detective, and with good reason.
He's like Sherlock Holmes on steroids. He once figured out that an opponent didn't have a tongue just by the way their jaw bounced off his knuckles. There's being a detective, and then there's being Batman.
And all that's before his handy-dandy utility belt, filled to the brim with all sorts of useful gadgets and gizmos.
A lot of which are thanks to his family
I might have to go with
business,
Black
Wayne
Panther, because he took on
Enterprises.
Invasion
From steel
and he has
mills
more
to
power.
airlines to record labels, this company does it all. And that means Batman has it all too.
According to Forbes, Wayne's net worth thanks to his company adds up to $9.2 billion
It's
US
still metal.
With that
Can be
much
melted.
cash, he can afford any kind of weapon he wants. Grappling hooks, smoke pellets, cryo and thermite grenades, and of course, the batarangs.
Originally
Yeah,
designed
Batman
as a
Squad.
boomerang weapon, Wayne eventually molded his batarangs into custom shurikens, some of which are outfitted with electric shocks, flash bulbs, and explosives.
And last but not least, don't forget his bat suit. It can resist fire, electricity, and bladed attacks, and is almost totally bulletproof thanks to a Kevlar vest sewn into it.
Plus, his cowl sports night infrared and UV vision.
But Bats is more than just a tech wizard. This guy bench presses 1,000 pounds in his everyday workout. 1,000 pounds! And I thought this guy didn't have any superpowers.
He doesn't. The current bench press world record is actually slightly higher at
I'm going
1,075
with the
pounds,
Panther.
solidly placing Wayne at peak human levels.
It's all you. It's all. Hey.
Glenn, 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 Glenn.
This idea generally applies to him in pretty much every area, physically and mentally. He's strong enough to break through walls.
And we're back from the commercial.
Physically and mentally. He's strong enough to break through walls, rip apart car parts,
Advertisement,
and
whatever.
pull out prison bars.
Same
He's
bullshit.
quick enough to avoid gunfire and even Darkseid's nearly unavoidable Omega beams. In his strongest suits, he's even tough enough to take a hit from Superman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if Brucey ever enters the Olympics, everyone else might as well rage quit. Same difference, really.
That's not to say he's invincible.
True, whenever the Justice League gets in a fight with some big bads, he usually has to keep his distance.
He's also somewhat mentally unstable
Shut up. You don't know nothing. But anything.
and prone to lashing out. However, he knows this. It's one of the main reasons why he refuses to carry firearms.
That's a bummer. Those are my favorite types of arms. Maybe they'll help him next time Bane tries.
Oh, like a string of firecrackers, my f***ing back! Oh, felt the soles of my feet touch the back of my head on that one.
to break his back.
But of all his traits, Bruce Wayne's strongest attribute is his sheer unstoppable tenacity. Even after being drugged by the Joker after days without sleep, put in a straitjacket, locked in a coffin, and buried alive 6 feet underground, he refused to die.
It takes a lot, to take down the Batman.
I'm Batman.
Good for you.
All right, the combatants
This
are
is tough.
set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But
I'm going
first,
with Panther.
all this talk of animals has made me think about eating some with Blue Apron.
Oh my god, enough of the fucking advertising of this shit. You get it? Veggies are good. Same with fruit.
Mushroom skin.
You're not the only one who advertise this. Good old energy drink. Wired.
Tropical splash. Pasta and
So, you guys have a fetish or
Right now, you're
something?
probably shouting at your screen, where do I sign up? Well, Blue Apron is treating Death Battle viewers to
Seriously,
$30
they're looking
off
for
your
way
first
too
order
much. This
if
is
you
like-
visit
There's
blueapron.com/battle.
actually in love with that
So
stuff
check
or
out this
something.
week's
It's like,
menu and
ugh.
get your $30 off at
There is a limit.
blueapron.com/battle.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Hey, Batman. I like to listen to My Little Pony music, so and Equestria Girls music, so can't judge him.
What are you doing? You can't park there.
You're not handicapped.
I'm just going on record as saying I'm not comfortable with this.
To challenge a king is to face the might of his people.
I'll give them something to fear.
Dang. Oh, I didn't read the signs. Too fast. Hard to do without my glasses. I put them on, but it's too much of a glare. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Lions. Snap their necks. Snap their necks.
Got you!
Fighting while fighting out lions. Blow it up. Aww. Boo. I thought you were gonna explode it.
Witness the power of a king.
Alright. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? You guys are going everywhere.
Yourself.
I'm prepared for anything.
Ah, sharks.
Playtime is over.
Amateur.
Try again. Did you think you were safe? The strong shall hunt the weak. That is the law of nature. And my rule is law. KO!
Whoa, that's a new one.
Black Panther and Batman were pretty evenly matched. Both were super geniuses and
Like I
expert
said, I knew
combatants.
he would win,
Well,
but
maybe
holy
he was
shit,
stronger
ripped
and
his
faster
skull
thanks to
right
that
off his
superhuman
body.
nerve. It definitely helped, but alone was not enough to beat the Bat. Batman has won dozens of duels against people with similar or even better abilities.
As far as skills were concerned, neither held a distinct advantage. However, that was not the case when it came to their weapons and armor.
Long story short, that vibranium got Batman stumped. He just didn't have anything in that belt of his that could get around it.
We scoured the comics, movies, TV shows, and more to see if Batman had any possible way of countering the vibranium. While he's used hundreds of clever gadgets over the years, we were actually very surprised to find that he had no reliable method of getting around armor like that.
Take a look at Batman's fights with Bane. He doesn't have armor, but he's physically superior to Bats, just like Black Panther is. And what does Batty always do to beat him? Aim for the weak spot. But guess what? Black Panther doesn't have a weak spot.
It's certainly believable that Wayne had the ability to develop a gun that could overload the Panther habit. But even if he could, he never would wield it in the first place thanks to his rejection of all firearms.
And while his suit can stop a few knives and bullets, it didn't stand a chance against Black Panther's anti-metal claws. In the end, Bruce just waned in comparison to T'Challa.
The winner is Black Panther.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the premiere of Season 5. Want to watch the commentary on this episode? Click that box right over there, start a first membership trial. And if you want the fight track, all you gotta do is click the link.
Never did a reaction to that, upper right. Or that one. Really, Twilight and Raven? Twilight's not that much of a fighter. In fact, she's not that great. I've only seen the episodes of her once. I mean, the show is cute. I just like the human version more. Everybody fans always hates that one. The human universe. It's supposed to be a pony show. Yeah, well, I like the human more. Don't get me wrong, they're adorable, but I can relate more to the humans. I mean, the show itself has a lot of life lessons. It's actually becoming super serious now ever since season 6. But besides that, yeah, that was a tough choice there with Black Panther and Batman, because I knew Batman had some very good skills. However, the Black Panther just really had better armor and weapons. So, Yeah, hope you guys liked the reaction, and have a nice day.